Hey guys and girls, welcome back to YYC Designz RC Creations. So apologies for being away for an extra week and a bit. I am just about over my pneumonia. There's still a little touch of it, I'm sure y'all can tell in my voice. But today we are working on Dodgezilla, and you're obviously looking at the picture that Lee from Bulgier RC sent me for Dodgezilla's body, and today we're going to be working on the hood. It's going to be a little different today though. We're in the inside shop because Calgary is experiencing minus 40 degree temperatures, which is minus 4 or 40 below zero. No matter which way you look at it, whether it's centigrade or Fahrenheit, it equals out at 40 below, and that is without the wind chill. With the wind chill, we're closer to 45 below, which is probably why I haven't gotten rid of my pneumonia as quick as I wanted to. But today we're going to work on the hood. Now, as you can tell here with the hood, I'm going to zoom in just a bit here. It's got some rather unique features, especially right in here. Okay, so if we go to another truck that I have a picture of here. Now, this is the same year, it's just a different kind of truck. Okay, you can see the hood a little better here when I zoom you all in. See what it does? It's got a rise in the center and then another rise dead center. So there are ridges that are in the hood that we've got to put in the replica. And then of course we've got to form in these curves to bring the hood down and make it the 5 3/4 inches wide that we require. And so these ridges here are now the outside ones I'm talking about. So let's get on with showing you what we got going down, yeah? Okay, so I've taken a nice piece of 18 gauge tin here, and I've marked it all out. So it is, in effect, it is 6 inches wide, it is 5 3/4 inches long, and that will give us our 13.3 inch wheelbase on the truck overall. And so what I've done is the red line is where that center rise in the hood will come in. And then the very center line marked with a C here is the center line, not only for the piece of tin, but also where that stiffening ridge will go in. Remember, we talked about the stiffening ridges. Okay, sorry, Maddie's in here playing, and you might hear her in the background. I apologize, but she is, after all, a baby, and she's jiggling the camera. She's always got to want to help here. Let's see if we can get her on camera for you. Oh no, she's wandered off again. Okay, so the blue lines though represent where the curves in the hood will be to come down to the edges, giving us the 5 3/4 width. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll hammer and dolly in the center section. The center ridge will also get hammered in, and then we will start putting the curve and the shape to the hood and bring it down the way it is supposed to on the front and the back. And of course this is where it will line up with the cowl panel, which will attach into the cab itself and bring the cab together and give it the strength and support it needs around the bottom of the windshield. So, and we're going to just continue on here and see how far we get with Dodgezilla and her hood today. Alright, so as you can tell, now I've got the ridges in here, and we've got a nice edge along here, and both sides it just comes up not quite not quite a quarter of an inch, I guess, and it slopes down at the front to less than a 1/16 of an inch. Sorry about my focus there. And we've got the center ridge in, which looks very similar to the Dodgezilla hood, which I'll put a little picture in right here. And you can kind of see maybe similar angles how that front kind of takes place and how it's a little difficult to see in the photos. Now what I've got to do is, of course, I've got to cut right here so that I can fold this side over and get rid of this little square tab on here. And of course then I'll have to weld that. However, that won't happen today, of course, because I can't weld in the small shop here. But we can at least get the hood done and ready to be welded anyway. As you notice, I've got a little bit of a curve in it here. This area here now is curved just slightly, and it's about accurate, and so is this one. This is a little off yet, so a little more hammer and dolly work. As you notice, the metal kind of twists and warps as you go, but you straighten it out as you go along. So that being said, what we'll do is we'll get the proper shape along the front edge of the hood here. And of course, there's a little bit of a curve along the back edge where it comes into the windshield. Not much, but a slight curve has to be put in the back here to represent the cowl panel. And we'll start making, of course, the cowl panel and that today as well. And depending on how far along I get with the hood. But so what I'll do is I'll put notches in here, and then I will hammer and dolly the sidelines here, and we'll continue on. Now, I'm purposely not showing you how I am doing the hammer and dolly work on this particular piece of Dodgezilla. The reason is I'm not going to give away all my trade secrets online and show everybody how I do everything. Otherwise, there would be no point in me doing it anymore, would there? And so yeah, I'm not showing you on purpose everything I do, but you get to see the end result on the hood here, and Dodgezilla's coming along really fine. So what we'll do is I'm going to notch this a 1/2 inch on both sides. That will allow me to put the curve into the hood along the sides and bring it down to fit the fenders, yeah? So let's get on with that section. Dodgezilla's hood. All right, so yeah, as you can see, we've got the nice raised section in here. We've got the nice curved corners the way it should be. Slopes about right on it. Perhaps a little further adjustment once I get the fenders ready to go and all of that. And so basically Dodgezilla's hood. Now the reason, like I say, that I didn't show you how I did this was there's about 5 hours into this hood, and different techniques I use to shape it and make it what it should be, putting these little ridges in here on both sides, and just Autobody repairman tactics, I guess, that I use, that I really just didn't want to give away completely what and how I make the hood. So it's just trade secrets, and you know, like I say, if I gave it all away, what would my point be in being here? Anybody could do it. Anybody can copy it, and so you know, we all got to have our own little ways of doing things, and not discussing it with the outside world. And I guess I'll just leave it at that. So alrighty, now next up is going to be her cab roof and back panel. Now I did make one, and they're out in the big shop. Problem is I made it too big. So either I've got one shitload of work to do on that roof and cab panel to make it right, or I can just save that for a different truck, which is what I'm going to do. I actually made a mistake in my shaping, to be honest with you. I forgot about a body ridge that Dodgezilla had in her, and must have in her, to look like Dodgezilla is supposed to look like. And so I'm just going to start over. It's easier just to start over sometimes and begin again, rather than trying to work with a mistake already made, yeah? So that's going to be next, is making her roof panel and the rear of her cab. I'm going to probably make it out of 2 pieces rather than 1. And the reason is just because of Dodgezilla's shape, it lends itself to having a welded section much better than it does trying to make it all one piece. And of course then we will go on to adding in her cowl panel and her windshield pillars and that sort of thing, getting all that welded up, and then we will move on to doors and getting the cab complete, and that will be closing in on finishing Dodgezilla's body. So that is to come, and that's a few videos away yet, obviously. But for today, or for right now, I have Dodgezilla's hood complete. I'm going to try and get this out to y'all tonight. It might be a shorter video, but so be it. I just want to get something out to y'all because I've been laid up sick, like I said, with pneumonia, and need to get a video out to y'all so y'all don't forget about me, yeah? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a short one, and I know I hid a few things from you, but promise it won't happen all the time. You have my word. So this has been Twist, and of course my little fuzz Maddie, and we are YYC Designz, RC Creations. Alrighty, guys and girls, have a great work week. Stay warm wherever you are. It is still 30 below here, so we'll stay in the small shop for a while till I get rid of this pneumonia completely. Alrighty, till next time, take care. Bye-bye.